So let's talk about a bit more. How did you find your passion? Let's talk a bit more about your career, your dreams, your passions. How did you find them? What gave you the push to go and chase your dreams?
Well, I am a full-time finance manager in a marketing agency, but my true passion is to build my own business empire. Hopefully one day. I already created a business. I have an online web shop called princeandhugs.de. And I am a model. So
that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I love it.
About all of that, the online shop, and how did you get into that? Why? Yeah, tell us a little bit more about your modeling career as well. How did you get into all of that, and how was that experience for you?
Like, I always felt I want to do something for myself, especially when you're working full time. You always feel like you're putting all your energy and effort into someone else's success. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I want to do this for myself. And then I was starting thinking which kind of business I could create. So I started even textile production, which I'm still doing. And it was such a great experience. But for me, you know, in my 20s, it was still like pushing myself out of my comfort zone, like acquiring clients, talking to the producer, dealing and facing many challenges and problems all on your own. It was like really, really challenging, but I had my family, my mother, who always supports me. No matter what kind of business I want to start, she always supports me and motivates me. And also like my circle of friends, which I'm very grateful for. And that's what kept me going. And then I have my cousin. She's also living in Cologne, and we are both very ambitious, and we all both felt like we want to do something big. So we created this online shop. We felt like the products that we are selling, for example, if you're an immigrant in Germany, I don't know if you know this growing up in Bosnia, when you were going to stores and you see cups and you with names on it. Mm-hmm. And I know there's not my name. My name is Merjem, so there's not my name on the cup in Germany, like in a German shop. Why would maybe Marie, like a German version of my name, but it's not the same, is it?
Yeah, it's not your name end of the day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyways, my hope was always maybe I'm going to find something, or maybe just like with an M on it. And I did not. Mm-hmm. Like, I did not find my name anywhere on the products. So we have a website where you can write your name on a t-shirt, on a cup. It's for children, for babies, or even for families. So we felt like maybe I'm healing my inner child with it.
It's such an important point that you're saying, because yes, I think that representation and inclusion way back then was not a big deal. And there was no Merjem, there was no Lamija in Germany, in Cologne that you could buy on a cup. And I think it's a beautiful thing that you're doing. Like, even if you're healing your inner child with it, yeah, it's such a huge progress, no?
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, yeah, check it out.
Where do you see your long-term goals? Professionally and personally. If you were to envision your life, perfect scenario, fairy tale, where do you see yourself?
Fairy tale. So, I already mentioned it. I'm a model, and I do it with all my heart. I love it. I'm really passionate about it. I felt that already as a child. I mean, we girls like wore like high heels, walked around the apartment, felt like, oh, I'm a model.
Especially with older sisters, 6 older sisters, like so many clothes to try on.
Yeah, true. That's so true. You know, but don't get caught. That was the main point. The challenge. Yes. So, you know, I always practice at home, and I'm really proud of it because now I can walk in any shoes without any problem. And I grew up with Germany's Next Topmodel, so I watched every episode, and I always like, you know, practiced at home.
I can see a vision with Heidi Klum on it.
Yeah. I know. No, not yet, but I saw myself like on the stage. So it's really my passion. But I gotta admit, like, COVID did change something within myself. Before COVID, I had this plan to go to London, to pursue it really like ambitiously, to go to agencies. But it did not work out. Like a few days before my flying out to London, COVID hit all of us, and then it was cancelled.
Life was cancelled.
Everything was on pause. After 2 years, I kind of forgot my passion about it and how much I wanted this. And then this year, it changed. I had a job again, a modeling job, beginning of 2023. And that was the first step where I again felt like, wow, I really love this. To be honest, I was such a shy person. Honestly, like even in school, I did not talk. Ask my friends. I did not talk at school. And it was quite challenging for me to step out of my comfort zone, get this.
Must have been very scary, right?
It was like, but I always pushed myself. Everything that scared me, I knew it's the right step. I have to take it because otherwise I'm gonna stay in the same spot. So I did more presentations in front of people and tried to cover how nervous I am, because to be honest, I'm always nervous. I just learned how to cover it.
But that's bravery, right? I think, I don't know what movie or show was it. It was not something very profound, but they were talking about being courageous and they were saying that being brave doesn't mean not being scared. It means being scared and still doing it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not scared, you're not really brave. You're just doing stuff, right?
True.
But if you're scared and you decide to still pursue it and take that step, that's being courageous and brave. So kudos for that.
Thank you. And I think also for a hijabi like me, you don't get many opportunities, to pursue your dreams in the fashion industry. It's quite challenging still. So when I get this opportunity, I'm grateful for it, no matter how hard I have to work for it or how busy I will get, how full my schedule is. As long as I'm doing what I love, I'm going to enjoy the whole ride, even if I get very nervous, even if my legs are shaking. Like, honestly, like when I think the first seconds when you're waiting for the go, okay, now you can conquer the runway. It's like these seconds are like, oh my gosh.
Eternity.
Eternity. And then my legs shaking. And then, I go out. I have this attitude, I know I'm gonna rock this, but still my legs are shaking.
But then you know that you're doing something meaningful for yourself, right? Because
it feels like it. And I'm so happy. Like after it, I have such an energy. Although I was like 20 hours on behind the stage waiting.
And it's hectic.
Practicing.
I haven't done modeling ever, but I've seen all the project runways. I've seen the next thing. I've seen every single fashion show there is. I don't know how hectic it gets behind the stage. All the nervous energy, all the preparations and everything. Like,
Yeah, it was, but I think even the waiting is worse. Like when it's quiet and you feel like, no, something is wrong. Why is it so quiet?
How long has it been?
I shared the stage with Germany's Next Topmodel finalists a few weeks ago. And it was a new experience for me. And I also felt like, wow, Merjem, you made it. Like you're sharing a runway with such beautiful models who have already, achieved something in their lives. And I felt like, okay, I can take this one.
But I think that's beautiful because I can imagine growing up that you didn't really have representation in that kind of world, right? So even with your online business as well as your modeling career, I feel that representation is a big deal for you and like what you're showing to the younger generations there. So let's speak about hijab and as somebody who embraces hijab, how has that shaped your life? What are some challenges or struggles that you have had in childhood, later on in the adulthood, and how did you kind of manage all of that and overcome it?
In the next episode.
It was such a warm feeling for us hijabis, it's like the perfect opportunity to find the perfect outfit. It was not like this back then. It was really difficult.
That must have been very scary.
It was.